Good morning, children. Welcome to the second video. We were discussing Ishwaran the storyteller. It's about the servant of Mahendra, who is a supervisor or an assistant supervisor, if we put it correctly. And all we know about him so far is he was a very loyal servant and accompanied Mahendra wherever he was posted. Mahendra would wake up early. Now we go about the daily routine. This paragraph tells us about his daily routine. Mahendra would wake up early in the morning, get ready and leave for work after eating his breakfast. He would carry his lunch along with him. After he left, Ishwaran would clear the living place, wash Mahendra's clothes and have a nice bath. He would take many buckets of water and pour water on his head while mumbling a prayer. After that, he would eat his lunch and read his favorite book in Tamil language. Ishwaran would get carried away with the details and descriptions given in the book that he read. Then he would go off to sleep. Now this is normal routine at the tin shed. Mahendra taking breakfast, leaving for work. Ishwaran, after doing the household chores, taking a bath and doing his prayer ritual while he was bathing, followed by having a lunch, then reading his favorite Tamil book, right? And get mesmerized by it. And then he would go off to sleep after that. Now the next paragraph, certain words that I think are important are arc means curved, gesture means movement of hands for head to indicating something. Deserted means empty, enormous means huge. As Ishwaran read stories with detailed descriptions, he narrated them in the same way. Mahendra recollects that he would narrate even a small incident with a lot of suspense and surprise, which made it very interesting for the listener. Then he gives an example that instead of saying that he was walking down the highway and came across a tree which had broken and had fallen on the road, Ishwaran would use his facial expressions and body gestures to narrate it. Right, he wouldn't tell it anything very simply. He would make use of different body gestures. He would say that the road was empty and he was all alone. This would create a suspense in the listener's mind. Then he would say that all of a sudden he saw that a huge beast was lying across the road. As he walked ahead, his mind was telling him to turn and go back. As he reached closer, he saw that it was a tree that had fallen and was lying on the road. The branches of the tree had spread out and seemed as if it was a huge beast. Mahendra says that this talent of Ishwaran made the simple story very interesting and it captivated him. Although he knew that some of the stories were not true, but the way in which Ishwaran narrated them was so interesting that Mahendra would not say anything and listened to him quietly. Now, the next paragraph, a few words I think that would be important. Timber, it means wood that has been processed for commercial purposes. Hauled means lifted and transported. Prologue means the introduction of a story or a speech. Elaborate means detailed. Now, this was a story of elephant that he told Mahendra, which was very interesting and Mahendra found it very amusing. So let's see what the story was. Now your job is to figure out whether you think the story is true or false. Now tusker is an elephant. Roam about means move around. Stamping means hitting with force using legs. Emulation, effort to match or surpass a person by imitating or copying. Basically, emulation is imitating a person. When you emulate somebody or action. The story was narrated as follows. I'm talking about the tusker, the elephant story. One day, an elephant escaped from the timber yard and roamed around the forest. It stepped on the bushes and crushed them, tore the creeper plants and broke branches of trees which came his way. Ishwaran asked Mahendra whether he knew how a mad elephant behaved in order to make his story more effective. Ishwaran stood up and jumped around the place, hitting his foot on the ground in order to copy the actions of the mad elephant. The story already seems interesting. A few other words. Outskirts means outer area. Helter-skelter means here and there. Panic means sudden fear causing unthinkable behavior. Grunted means make a loud sound. Depredations means attacks in which are made to destroy things. Mainly destruction. Depredations or destruction. As the elephant reached the outer boundary of the town, it broke the fences. The fences seemed as they were like mastics for the huge elephant. The elephant reached the main road and broke all the stalls selling different kind of fruits, mud pots and clothes. The people were taken unaware and so they ran here and there. Then it broke the wall of a school and entered the ground where the students were playing. What happens next? We'll find out in my next video. Till then, keep studying and stay safe. Be well. Goodbye.